the parents are now at ease. They are probably trying to find their way out of the inner perimeter of the residence of the Honorable, can we speak to you briefly? Yes. Honorable,
Oh, thank you.
Member of Parliament for West Central, and Honorable Dr. Rashid.
I mean, the nation is beating back for the Democratic Congress. It's so effective harder. How did this lead come to you? You have to take this surprise. Another person what former first lady was.
This lady was ill. I never heard that. I went to the presidency to have a meeting, and then whilst I was I was going into the president's meeting room. I also met Zenato coming out. So I greeted her and as usual tried to make fun. She responded but very coolly. And then somebody whispered to me that, didn't I know what happened? I said, oh, I didn't know. Then he broke the news to me. It was a very shocking news and a disturbing event. And I think that this is something that I believe is grieving for all Ghanaians. What God has. In the lifespan of a man who has influenced development of this world, of Ghana, established our democracy, and has brought about a lot of development with her support.
Right. Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Dr. Rashid Pelpu is member of.
Honorable Chairman, thank you very much. Our deepest condolences to you, Chairman. How did this come to you, Chairman? All right. Okay, so National Chairman for the National Democratic Honorable Johnson departing the residence of the late former First Lady, and he's going to have a word with him, but he's silent. He says that he's given his final word already while he remarks. So it's still a busy scene here at the residence of the former First Lady, Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. Yeah, Honorable. Yes, Honorable, deepest condolences to you. You worked closely with Jerry John Rawlings and to an extent his wife, now of blessed memory. What key moments of the former First Lady are you able to readily recollect?
Let me express my condolences to the bereaved family, the Rawlingses. I've known them for a very long time. And I think this is really shocking. This is really a moment that we didn't see it coming. But it has happened. And standing here in this house, I remember, from June 4th, the revolution days, the meetings, and the active role that Mrs. Rawlings played in President Rawlings' organization. She was very active. She was every activity just to ensure that the husband was successful, that the agenda of the husband for Ghanaians would come to fruition, especially women and children. So this is indeed a great loss to our country. And when you look at the flow of the masses, the leadership of our country, the people of our country coming to mourn with the children and the family, is a testament and a testimony to the fact that somebody very involved in our national development is gone. It's a loss to all of us. I hope that women of today will learn something from that. How to get involved, how not to sit on the fence, how to participate in every aspect of our national upbringing and development for the betterment of our country. She was an example of what we should do for our country.
Thank you very much. Yes, so Honorable.
Who joined members of parliament to commemorate with the family of the late former First Lady, Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. We now take sound from the event.
Yeah, I'm here. You hobby. Well, guys, the king. I'm sorry. Now, Onwa, Opa, not doing now. This is Lucy Efa. Everyone, yeah, no fusum. I'm sorry, we'll guys, the king. Opa, to say, I'm not going to see. Not going to do what they call 40 in town. One, let's say, no, what do you know? Me not perfect. I just see how far. I'm about to do. Now, the bumping to a chimono. O my man won't do no. Now, of flat daughter for by a baby no. Your man is one. We talk to the hour much here. There's no call. Anything we can, your friend is a minimum. We go home. A daughter phone to you say, my debate me pia. Na aye sebi odmafuma da se ni nti ke ban anya mi na o se the debate tie no yes se pan na ye ni o ma pani ura John Dramani mama kasa no kasa enya bibia ye ni emra the woman in May any Miracle Biblia or born a man here. I had a papa, no trace or better ama. Yea, statement, I'm a man in art. Do you hear the meam in Makura? No, pa, let's say 2 more or say 2 or 2 days and any. Also, the born a man here say, yeah, asma, a trio. We are comparing to Prabia. And say, and then the veterans, what will be a man to say, depending people say about. And no pay on one day, no money, my penny that died on Nepufado, also in the inn come for one of the GI. Former head of state of Liberia, Mrs. Johnson, said it, also about the GI. City Pebe Obebayana. On one for parliamentarians, now so by any NDC 24. Now, maybe more parliamentarians, no money, and the country say, of a penina that before the year, let me say, me am offer. The brown boy in no parliament, no dishes here. Let me say, the money of a back or not, the parliament. Or no representative, I don't want to be a Deputy Foreign Minister. Bien no aimwa a fat parliament hon any amamu me ofrei onye ma oben. Nti mu de mo ama na ni bibia na me de so ba so botia. Opanti odama asɛm a woteeɛ no woana so yɛda ase na mehyira wo sɛ wo so woka kyerɛ ne ha na woaworegi ne sɛ wɔbɛbɔ no onum na wɔduru nti mede to obiara ni sɛ ɔfa kofi president fofoɔ former president fofoɔ ne ame ɔfa n'adeɛ nyinaa wɔso wɔ ɔba na waba deɛ biara so ɔbɛkasa because ɛfiri sɛ adeɛ wei pa deɛ ɔfa deɛ meti sɛ kasa ɔbɛkasa yɛ nti ka ho na ɔbaeɛ because ɛɛhu sɛdeɛ ɔsi hunu no no na ɔne ne te ɛnura akyi yɛ a na afei atomato ne ni deɛ ɔfa pagya ɔti na waka bi akyerɛ yɛma akɔ aba
Nana me da wase. Honorable member, only anom ni madam fo. Asem we there. I am one. Cause Sunday I can Wednesday. I saw me college kakra. We quite na 40 row. Madam for citizen change. A man is signed. Yeah, to collection mean sorry client, you know. Me future me the quantum kakra. Or no quite or cotton or no neighbor answer now what to say. I'm a cat. Oh yeah. I know Atiti mi akọ. Enura mi wọ hɔ a bɛyɛ no pa bɛyɛ 10. Nipa bi aba mi nkyɛn bi na baako bi aba kote wate asɛm aba. Asɛm bɛyɛ sɛ nana kɔ adi kɔ. Abɔ wɛ, is it possible? Na mi ne no nnura. But nyame nko a n'anim. Nyame nko a n'anim. Nti basa me bɛkyekye mo werɛ me bɛsrɛ mo. Mo nso makoma mu. Ɔyɛ in her own way. Ɔyɛ adeɛ n'abrabom. At least wa wo ma fɛfɛɛfɛ te sɛ mo wɔ ha yi. Ghana so asom Ghana kwan bi so paa. Yɛn ntumi ntwerɛ Ghana history wɔ abara ne di ne nhyɛ. Na ne life ne ne bibi asa na esi no. We are saying Obiaba, Obia, the agenda neighbor, Yamimu Obia, the gift. Who is Aquan is now who's in the Adu Bequa Chipa, who do high in society. Audrey, in the making of our nation, Ghana, no, she acquitted herself. And her name is going to be etched in granite in Ghana's history. Umpo, Nicho. We didn't know about the what did know, and I was so. Now the papa and the so on so a jack. Mafia fat to send you. Mr. Monte, the whole of Ghana is mourning her. And then radio, so television, BBR. Nah. Internationally, BBR. Anti-rep. Who pass at 50,000 years to cry, day comes when you go. 76. In fact, there 2 weeks ago, so many share baby. And I know so many in the job. And may grow no hoka, me when I compose with banter. But life, I'm cutting. Only I have fed to do. No, it's like a crack. No, it's me, yes, I saw my make, and I'm the thing yet. Now say, na me also one in it. I'm say, and yeah, the star no time so in the cry. Yes, listen, you did here. Na fe mi be hu no me se fa di ya. Ano so sa onu be bu sa sa me ho di me ho ye. Sa na onu mo na eko. Nti mo man na nyame ase. Ni ensire nyame so o ma ne ba bi pa na. Nti ya na be ba tete mo re. Yes so a mra na so. na deɛ baako a ɛmɛ ani ka mpa sɛ meka kyerɛ mo 1970 71 72 Bangalore ha na mete efie wɔ yɛ mu 13 January Kanela Champo otu a government na me de me member of parliament na aka efie wɔ mu na ne yɛte me ko party na dana na dwom ti ma beda be 2am about 5am na my sister so Bangalore bi wa no for say want to say go about now say feels yo na me ba bon ça fie we yam nti me ju ase a in a way me kai kai nyama pi na na die die so dia a chani nyina kola Mr. Monte were near baby amanyame. A baby with Marcina Namida piece. Mamma Quacker.
Yo, Opa, as that the dreamer, now, yeah, what to say. And she be a buying a busia. Party, Parliament, you're very shallow. The rubber twinning, Madama, Robert Wama, Yaprano, said the that's a piece of Madama, remember moi. Jeffamra among Saya, says to Ugawa, Adama, and Donna, Paco, and that's a piece.
These are still live images from the residence of the late former First Lady of the Republic, the longest serving for that matter, Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, where former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Agyekum Kufuor, has visited to commiserate with the family. A while ago, he spoke about his connection with the Rawlingses and the memories this particular place we are all gathered here brings to him. He's consoled the family. He's asked them to find the most solace in the standards and the values Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings embodied in her lifetime. The members of parliament that were here earlier have left, except for a few, particularly in the minority, including Honorable Alexander Markin, who hopefully would depart after the former president, John Agyekum Kufuor, has done the same. It's been a long day here at the residence of the former First Lady, with sections of the public and notable figures from government, the opposition party, and what have you, have made their way here to commiserate with the bereaved family. Oh yes, the majority leader is still here, Member of Parliament for Boko Central, Muhammad Ayariga. Also the Majority Chief Whip, Roxanne Nelson Dafia-Mekbo, also still present. They are exchanging pleasantries with the bereaved family, children of the late former First Lady, Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. who throughout the day have been consoled to take heart and keep calm with the thought that their beloved mother has returned to her maker. Hopefully we will engage some few more dignitaries present or notable figures present to really understand the type of relationship they had with the former First Lady, what her legacies. You are still watching us on Channel 1 television. These are live images from the residence of the late former First Lady, Ghana's longest serving, one who served in both the military regime and civilian rule. 19 years as First Lady. Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings was a champion for women's rights, empowering women economically, and what have you, sparking progressive conversations about positioning the girl child to pursue higher heights. Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings was not merely a politician, but many have described as a source of inspiration, particularly women. The former First Lady, Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, was born on November 17 in Cape Coast. She founded the 31st December Women's Movement
Women's empowerment, education, and economic independence. And her leadership commitment became one of Ghana's most impactful advocacy groups, promoting women's participation in business, politics, and community development. And we have the second deputy Speaker of Parliament,
and Member of Parliament,
Honorable Andre Yama, and hopefully we will cover it. Honorable, yes. Thank you very much. You're live on Channel 1 television. So, this is a national mourning moment, but for politicians, many of you might have worked closely with the Rawlings family. We do our deepest condolences to you. Honorable, how did this news about the passing of the First Lady come to you, and what about her as a politician during her lifetime are you making a reflect on?
Oh, actually, her passing is a shocking to everybody. Whoever heard became a news. Because like the former president was saying, that on Wednesday he was with her at a church program, and he even asked him, how are you feeling? And the next day he rather heard that he is gone. So it has become part of life. It's so strange and shocking. But what can you say? You only have to pray for her soul. He has come to pay his dues. And like we said, if you are talking of First Lady, he actually, for me, I heard that title, First Lady, from her.
From Konadu.
Yeah, from Konadu. And he occupied that position, did whatever a First Lady everywhere can be ascribed to.
Right.
And there are so many good things we can see in Ghana now which will be ascribed to him. Women's empowerment, children welfare, and those kind of things. So for me, he has come to pay his dues. What is important is to pray for her soul. And her passing also becomes more or less an education for all of us. That whatever steps we are taking on this earth, we should have at the back of our mind that we are all transiting. One day we will all leave. So we will continue to pray for her. So pray for the children to to get the strength to withstand the situation that they find themselves.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, a member of parliament for Fomina and second deputy speaker of parliament.
Just to start to the minority down as well as in the market now, possibly we can have a advice or two from him. Honorable, yes, thank you very much. Live on Channel 1 television. Honorable, how does the passing of the former First Lady come to you?
Well, I think the whole nation, I received the news. There's a woman who has made her own name in the politics of Ghana. She made the office of the First Lady a formidable office with her empowerment initiatives for women and girls. She played a lead role in the PNDC law that dealt with issues of interstate succession. In our constitution, she's profoundly known for her active role in getting the affirmative action provisions enacted. And we also know of her in the Beijing conference film. Culturally, she demonstrated her love for our Ghanaian culture through her dressing. Her headgear, she was always in ntoma, well dressed, which, put her out as a model for motherhood. And above all, she was very relentless in her love for women. She focused on vocational and technical training, and she did what she could, and God bless her soul.
As a country, how well should we protect some of these legacies of the former First Lady you have enumerated?
Well, let me put it this way. We have to make conscious effort in putting in place a system for the governance value chain, okay, at all levels. And that is one way of ensuring that each initiative at all levels get properly protected. That's what I would say in general terms. The Member of Parliament, the MMDC, the Speaker, the Judiciary, Supreme Court judges, heads of democratic institutions, not only the presidency, all right? Because even in the academia, vice chancellors, deans and all, because people contribute in diverse ways. People in the arts and culture, sciences and all. The state must look at a system of recognizing their work, and it's contribute to patriotism, where people now see themselves as part of nation building and gives that encouragement. All right, so I think that's about it.
But maybe before we go, we know how ubiquitous, if you like, the former First Lady was. I mean, when we talk about special occasions in Parliament, State of the Nation address and what have you, this former First Lady was usually present. How to what extent are you going to miss her?
I think we've had enough.
All right, so Member of Parliament for Efutu Central and Minority Leader. Efutu, I beg your pardon, Efutu. I was trying to interchange that with Boku Central. That's Muhammad Ayarega. Efutu, Alexander Apenyomaken, who
are the residents of the former First Lady, the longest serving First Lady for that matter, Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. A while ago, the former President John Agyeman-Rawlings was present. He just left actually. So yes, it's been quite a day at the residence of Rawlings in Accra, where a section of the public,
and what have you have all made their way here to commiserate and share words of consolation with the bereaved family. a renowned creative artist and entertainer. You've come very close to possibly, performing in the presence of the late former First Lady. What about her would you miss the most?
Her beautiful nature. I mean, she comes to every event with a vim,
the energy,
to be part of it, truly part of it. She was part of my very first 24th, and she's been part of it till the last 2 years. So I miss her beautiful nature.
Any words of condolences or consolation to the bereaved family, particularly her 4 children?
Oh, all I can say is it's my deepest condolences to them. So I had to be here for them to see me, and as we move on.
Mommy, would you also want to add a few words?
Well,
any words of condolence?
You're making me smile.
All right, thank you very much. So that's renowned musician Kojo Entry and his wife, of course, who have also joined the list of notable individuals. Here are the residents of the late former First Lady, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, to console the family, the bereaved family, and commiserate with them in the best possible form they could all conjure.
We thank you for joining us for that broadcast from the former First Lady's house, where a number of people have been there to commiserate with the family, notable among them the NDC caucus in Parliament, the minority in Parliament, as well as John Agyeman-Rawlings, former President of Ghana. We return to our normal programming, and as and when, we will update you on other notable figures who go to the house to commiserate with the family. Keep watching Channel 1 TV.